Whoa.
Yo, what's up?
Close to Crypt of the Necrodancer. There's Avis. Or Sneeze. It was Cadence of Hyrule, which is the crossover between Crypt of the Necrodancer and Legend of Zelda. It's got a bunch of bops. It's real good, if I do say so myself. It's still wild to me that that actually exists. That Nintendo felt comfortable enough to allow an indie development team to like handle a Legend of Zelda IP, because typically, you know, they're pretty protective of like their big brand names, you know. All right. What happened last time besides my horse dying? We got exiled. So we're not allowed to go back to the earlier areas of the game because we betrayed our Bushido. And our uncle hates us now and we ran away. Because we were too cool. That's the reason why. Too cool for school. But I remember they made 5 indie-game amiibos of one franchise. There are 5 Shovel Knight amiibos? Jesus. I mean, to be fair, Shovel Knight's like so big. Like, I mean, fucking Sans Undertale appeared inside of Smash Bros. As well. Like, there are some indie games that are huge, right? Like, they blow up. You have your Hollow Knights, your Undertales, your Shovel Knights, whatnot. Crypt of the Necrodancer, to me, is, like, not at that level, which is why it's all the more surprising that they got the green light to handle Legend of Zelda. And I'm glad they did, because Cadence of Hyrule is really good. And a lot of fun. It's, like, significantly easier than vanilla Crypt, because, you know, geared towards a Nintendo audience, which means a little more casual thought process in it. How's it going, Highball Stickle? Is it because it's cold? Am I a sickle? High Sticycle. Okay. It's like, my brain was having a real hard time trying to decipher exactly what that was. I know it was like, I know what you were going for, but I just couldn't pronounce it. Or just for that. No, I nailed it. I think I nailed it. And I'm gonna keep telling myself that to make myself feel better. I'm doing great. It's Wednesday, my dudes. We're halfway there. Now, we're in Act 3. We're on stream number 10 of this game. So, we're averaging about, like, 3-ish streams. Or, like, 4-ish streams per act. Is kind of what it feels like. So, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, we get through Act 3, do the island, and we are done this game in, like, maybe not next week, but definitely the week after that. Let's reflect on my dead horse! What the fuck? Yeah. And then Super Mario 64. We're not doing a raffle after this game, Counterfeit. This is literally a raffle game. This stream isn't going to just evolve into purely raffle suggestions. There are games that I want to play as well. And I'm the streamer, so I say what goes. It depends on the community you take part in, though. Among 2D platformers, less mention of any communities, Hollow Knight is the game. If you're talking about retro, FPS, boomer, shooter games, Electrico will likely come up in a conversation at least once. Sure, but I know that you love Ultra Kill, but I think it would be disingenuous to put it on the same level as, like, the bigger indie games, right? Yeah, every game has its community of fans. and like their diehard stans and whatnot. You clearly have not seen this region. I mean, I had literally never heard of it before you brought it up. I'll be honest with you, Sneeze. And like, I'm not someone who's like not tapped into the indie game scene. Like, I'm not... It's not to discredit Ultra Kill in any kind of way. But it's just, you know... It's not... You're not gonna see Gabriel Ultra Kill appearing in Smash Bros. Or getting a crossover in other indie games, you know? Like Shovel Knight. But it's one of the most positively rated games to see because of said reach. Well, yeah, but having a high positive rate doesn't necessarily translate exactly over to amount of games played. They're very different games. I understand that, but if you were to ask the average gamer which one they've heard of, I would bet money that Shovel Knight is much further reaching. Again, this is nothing to do with the quality of the game. It's just there are like the upper epsilon of the indie games that have like crossed into mainstream almost. Ultra Shovel Knight's older and fully complete. Yeah. Which is, you know, fair. That's, like, not the point that I'm trying to get across here. Like, I'm sure length has something to do with it, but that ends up being, like, not relevant in this instance. I'm just really tired. You're not coming off as rude, man. You're just defending your point. One day, after years of not using my GeoCan, it's gone. Shovel Knight's missing from GOG. It's really just that quality and ubiquity and popularity, not the same thing. Yeah, for sure. Granted, I didn't want to play it then, maybe don't want to play it now. I mean, Shovel Knight's a good game. It was definitely worth a play. AAA game moments. It's like knowing a really banger indie musician and everyone you show it to loves it. But they're not Kanye West, so everyone knows, and why does anyone like this? In my opinion. No, I fully agree with that. Like, Kanye's music, whatever. But also, he's just, like, a fucking batshit insane person. Which, yeah, I'm not a super big fan of. I'm woefully bad at platformers. But platformers are so good, though. The Trapper's House. Can I teleport here? I can, and I will. Call of Duty is owned by fucking everyone, but that doesn't mean it's good. I actively fucking hate Call of Duty. Ooh, platformers. Platformers on there, that's my jam. I think I did play some Call of Duties back in college. Like, I think Black Ops. Mostly because sitting down with some friends and just, like, trying to do zombie survival mode was actually pretty fun. But that's, like, has nothing to... Like, I definitely did not play the game for the actual reasons that people play them. The Midnight Hanabi. Well, Highball, that's contradictory to what you said one single time a couple weeks ago. What, that I like platformers? Or that, are you referencing the time that I was sarcastically saying that I don't like platformers despite having played multiple of them on stream to completion? I don't like pizza. Thank you, Godfrey. God, it's like I'm not allowed to be sarcastic. Which is really rough for me in particular, because that's like my love language is sarcasm. Almost typed out Dimmy Holy shit. I mean, like you said, you've been up since 3 a.m. That's real early. Or late, depending on if you're a glass half full, glass half empty type of person. Hydrate! Thank you, Zeldy. How are you doing today, Zeldy? Like, it's like 30% of your personality. Yeah. Sarcasm runs deep in my veins, and yet everyone takes me literally at face value, or at least uses that as ammunition against me. You were watching a religious person play Blasted, dude. Dude was talking so much about stuff I'd never heard about. It's like a whole new world for this guy. Not too shabbily, accidentally overslept a little day, but still made your appointment. Hell yeah, you love to hear it. That means that you got extra sleep at no downside. That's, in fact, all upside. Optimism is key. It's early to me. The morning hours, said 3. Spitting bars. Look at this guy. Catholics might just be crazy. At least the hardcore ones. I think hardcore insert anything can lead to, like, fanatics. Regardless of subject matter. Besides some minor stress and anxiety. Yeah, but I mean, like, from... No, I know you, Zelda. I feel like that's just the norm for you, unfortunately. So at least you got more sleep out of it. I'm poisoned. Ooh. I can imagine being Catholic and playing it at Blastus the first time would be such a great experience. If you're a deeply religious person that is sensitive to any negative portrayal of your religion, I can imagine them not having a particularly great time with Blasphemous. Yeah, but running late sucks worse when you're dealing with the consequence before and don't want to cause trouble again for the workers. Dealt with the consequence before, don't want to cause trouble for the others. I mean, fair. Like, I'm not saying that your anxiety was not unwarranted, but it all worked out in the end. So, hindsight 2020, you got extra sleep and nothing bad happened. Hell yeah. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Dude seemed pretty stoked that his religion was represented. Oh, really? Huh. Sure. I wouldn't say that... I mean, like, it's cool that that's the experience that he had. I personally would say that Blasphemous doesn't exactly portray Catholicism in the brightest of lights. I feel like it's got a pretty... Its opinion is pretty evident of what it thinks of the church. But it does make reference to a lot of cool things that probably have not been brought to light in such a noticeable way. Catholicism has portrayed itself in the press. It's true. True. Catholicism is, like, just in general. So, like, if you... Perhaps this person is self-aware enough to be like, yeah, I know that the Catholics did a lot of really shitty things in the past, and it's not worth trying to ignore them. It's not every day you see a game like Blasphemous that pulls no punches and how it treats and starts staring at inspirations. True. I do appreciate how unabashed Blasphemous is in its approach to telling its story. And how visceral it comes across. I swear to God, if, like, that stupid bird counts as an enemy... The one that just despawned. The fight music's literally ended. Okay, cool. Thank you. We a monster. Murdering dogs. The dog was attacking me. Yeah, like, I would say the Blasphemous is not exactly... Is not, like... mocking Catholicism. A true JoJo fan. Oh no. Kono Dioda! Like that, I got all the mystic combat arts. Fantastic. I'm literally never gonna use these. So, no point in wasting technique points there. So, bam, and, alright. Non-mockery. I'm certain the devs themselves also practice Catholicism and respect their own religion. Yeah. True. You know what? Fair. Okay. I could also see a world where there are some Catholics that would rather not have to deal with the reality that their religion is done a lot of fucked up, horrible things. You absolutely love making people mad that you watch JoJo parts out of order. I know there is a non-zero, very vocal section of the JoJo fandom that's like, you cannot skip parts. You have to watch them in order. And it's like, do you? Like, yeah, there's an overarching continuity, but a lot of the parts are pretty self-contained with most of the characters that are in there. Like, you can usually grasp onto what's happening, even if you were to watch it out of order. That's definitely a thing for closed-minded, ignorant people, but the people who are generally drawn to funny cone hat game are either open to accepting different takes on the culture, or people like me, who just think it's badass. At least as far as I've seen. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot to love about Blasphemous. It's a masterclass in pixel art. Like, some of the imagery inside of that game is absolutely buck wild, and the fact that they did it with pixel art is particularly impressive. It deals 13 damage for 1 to 9 mana. It's great. Yeah, man, especially if you have like a Boros Reckoner in play and then you just dome them for 13, dude. That's a standard combo. The cone hat has a name, the Capriote. Penitents from the Brotherhood of Penitents. Penitents from the Brotherhood of Penitents wear them during Holy Week. It's literally art imitating life. Hell yeah, brother. Fucking finally. God, I hate this horse. The fact that he runs away at the first sight of enemies. You are just the worst. You've read the art book of Blasphemes. There it is. We found it. I had so many articles on Holy Week open. Alright. We are gonna go and try our damnedest to be stealthy here. Kills have a 50% chance to terrify nearby enemies. Okay. We almost blew it immediately. Processions go hard. You love doing research on games that you've played based on material? It takes like a special kind of game for me to want to do that. Like, Elden Ring was the only FromSoft game that I played that I was like, I would like to learn more about the lore here. Going back to Elchko, the Divine Comedy is a really interesting read. Yeah, get him. Yeah, yeah. Fight each other. Okay, well that was a waste. Why does anyone do stealth? Kill each other. Do the work for me. Alright, that's one. I say interesting because it shows one person, albeit biased perspective on the afterlife. I think that's neat. Okay. On the plus side, he did not alert the camp to my presence. Also, because future Ultra content is obviously going to be inspired by the Divine Comedy, such as the River Styx in Wrath or the Mansion in Limbo, where you fight V2 for the first time. Okay, yeah. You had to read the Divine Comedy for uni. I find as soon as you are forced to read material, you immediately develop negative opinions towards it. Like, any required reading immediately makes it less enjoyable. Because you're not choosing to read something, you're being forced to do so. Any required anything, let's be honest. Yeah, because, like, people just don't like being told what to do. Which I get it. Well, specifically, Dante's Inferno. Right, Dante's Inferno is just like part of the fucking... Where did you come from? Okay, well, again, people have not been alerted to my presence. I would say, all things considered, things are actually going pretty well with this stealth mission. Inferno is solely hell, then Purgatory is, well, Purgatory, and Paradiso is heaven. Okay. So the Divine Comedy is, like, 3... Is it, like, books or short stories that are, like, combined together? Because I haven't read it, obviously. I don't really think it's too much for the general public. It's stuffed full of IRL and religious references, which I assume would go over a lot of people's heads. Oh my god. Okay, can I do a chain assassination? Didn't need to. Let's go. It's poetry. Oh, ugh. I distinctly remember every time we had like a poetry section in our English studies, it was consistently always my least favorite thing to do. Because poetry is just like so subjective in its dissection. Like, it's intentionally vague. Or obtuse. So, being graded on your interpretation of subjective material has always been something that I fucking hated. And I know, like, you can make the argument, oh, well, you know, it's because it's supposed to push the student to be able to present their argument in a way that makes sense. And it's like, I suppose, but that's not the impression that I got from a lot of my religion teachers, or my English teachers. It was more like, this is what I think it means, and if you don't align with it, then you're going to get a lower score. Yeah. Ooh, I got ghost form. It was written in the 13th century when the church held all the power over everyone. Yeah, so religious references and IRL references were pretty much the exact same thing. Like, you didn't really get to separate the two. Teaching probably at the scholastic level is valuable. Grading on it is silly. I agree. There is definite value in learning to interpret and understand poetry. It allows you to take a critical eye to art. And that's a useful skill to have. But grading it is, yeah, not something that I enjoyed. And it gave me a negative, an automatic negative response to poetry because of it. I fucking dislike the sentiment of uni/college professors that you should fit in a mold. I submit some batshit insane interpretation of mine, which did not score well. Yeah, but I mean, like, that's your interpretation. You shouldn't have to... Yeah, I agree. But, you know, that's kind of how just the style of teaching that exists in our society is. It's like, you're graded based on a right or wrong metric a lot of the time. Get some sleep, Sneeze. Like, I think it's like pretty common knowledge at this point, or at least like has been well documented that different people have different styles in which they learn and process information. I think it's time you took fully committed to this game. Let's be serious about this. Start over from the beginning. You're right. I haven't fully taken in this game. Use what you learned and do it right. I also didn't like the required essay style sometime. At you, MLA. Yeah. Essay writing was always like... like, I learned how to write essays well based on what, you know, teachers were looking for. But I never enjoyed writing essays. Okay. Also, how are you doing today, Rabbit? I did not welcome you in proper. I hope your Wednesday's going well. Records. Leather. Look at that, 6 of 40. I bet those records have, like, you know, valuable information inside of it. We got some vinyl. Ooh. It's got that good ear feel. Ironically, despite me pushing academic boundaries, I was generally liked by your professors. Well, that's good. I'm happy. I'm glad that you have professors that were open to being challenged, because I know that's not always the case. Oh! You gotta go make dinner. Peace out. Hell yeah, dude. There were ones that did not like that one bit. Always a risk. Yeah. I mean, it's... You got two different types of people, and how... You got people that, handle authority in different ways. There are some that, you know, run with it and use it as an opportunity to guide, and then you have others that use it as a means to impose their opinions and thoughts on others. Oh god, there's so many dogs. What do you mean they noticed me? Oh, you... Okay, they start using rocks at that point, huh? Alright. Any more? I feel like we got most of the Mongols at this point. Just to find the last banner. Okay. Gotta use my detective senses, I think. Oh, there we go. You know, I would say that was a mostly painless experience. Like, I got noticed a few times, but for the most part, we stayed mostly undercover. And that's something to be proud of. I can be taught, maybe. Okay, now where's the powder keg? There it is. And now we're gonna have a duel. Let me just quickly switch over my gear. Would you say you've done most of Tsushima? At least 2/3 of Tsushima. So that would, I think, mean most. Also, man, I don't think I thanked Counterfeit for his sub. And he's gone for supper right now, but the thought counts. I'm decent, thanks. I'm making dinner for the GF right now. Ooh, what are you having? I thought the answer, but did not type it. That's fine. The intention came across. You'll accept the thanks instead. Merci buckets. Shh. Stop it. Come on. What about shrimp and avocado? You're making tortillas? Ooh. I mean, that's a strong starting point that you got there. Oh my god. Okay. There's this one thing that I've been like particularly addicted to and using in my cooking lately at home. We found like this sriracha style mayo. Like it's not made by sriracha, but it's like it's the perfect level of like spicy and savory that you can put it on basically anything and it just improves. And all I can think is like that would go real well on like a shrimp and avocado taco. Ooh. Okay. Yes, I like both of those things. Do you have like cabbage or even just like coleslaw mix? General Bartu. We need more Bartu nameplates at the souvenir stand. No cabbage, you have onions and chilies. Okay, okay, okay. You got a lime? You got any lime? I got the piece of the Mongol armor. Hydrate! Thank you, Zelda. Or cilantro? Got lime, no cilantro. Okay. I mean, it sounds like a lot of these ingredients do sound good. Another technique point. No, don't bond with it. Don't bond with this fake imitation horse. That's right, hover-handed. Techniques. Bam. Directly hit with the sticky bomb, kills the target, causes a bigger blast rate, and inflicts more damage. Hell yeah. Super dead. Holy moly. They'll die and then be very dead after the fact. It's... You'll love to hear it. Oh. Hep. Hop. Hey, Brungo. How are you doing today? I didn't ask you. And I feel like that's a missed opportunity for me to not have asked you. In fact, some could say it was maybe even rude. A K-pop star named Karina apologized to a fan that she's dating someone. Is the love given to you by your fans not enough? Fans storm her agency with that billboard. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. You're doing better than some days, worse than others. So this is a perfectly middle-of-the-road kind of day. What could be done to improve the Brung day? Perhaps boba. Perhaps ice cream. Ice cream's a good start, yeah. Oop, up. God. Yo, you like scaling mountains? Just to get to unknown locations? Yeah. Alright. To me, horse. Uh-huh. Wah, wah, wah. I don't like being straddled and told to go somewhere. Me. Hey, look, it's more Mongol territory. Alright. Kill an enemy with kunai. I do recall a male K-pop artist was revealed to have been married and fans demand he get divorced. Don't ask about name, I don't remember them. They also sent his wife death threats. Well, I mean, I don't know jack shit about K-pop outside of the fans or fanatics are absolutely, like, lustful after the people that they idolize. Chain assassins. Oh god. Yo! Turbo parasocial. Yeah, maximum parasocial. Here comes Snacks, dropping metal pipes, getting the hell out of here. Wait, what do you mean? Ugh, okay. I'm really disappointed that my kunai did not kill all of them. I threw all 4 of my kunais. God. Snacks, I hope you're doing great. Though I could be making a mistake and assuming that you're still here, considering the people leave. I got my kunai back at least. Okay. Do I slaughter? you like poison? You did it for the drama. Wow. Just wants that attention. Ugh. Ugh. Man, fuck that. Alright, well, I guess I'm dead. Would you rather die than pull out of this bow and shoot back? I know that as soon as I pull out my bow, I'm just gonna get shot by them. Like, yeah, like that. Cause they shoot faster than I do. Their reload time is so fast. Frick you, dude. Can I climb this ladder? While in ghost mode, I can. Now they're too afraid of me to fire. Haha! The perfect strategy. And why is kicking this guy off the ladder not an option? They can shoot me off of it. Okay. Oh, what about the dog? Is the dog gonna come up here? No? Nice headshot. What's even the point, man? What's even the point? When's the last time you walked off getting shot in the head with an arrow? Because apparently it happens more often than you would think. Open. Ooh. I got some supplies. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Oh, you got terrified. Okay. Oh, bird. Bird? Bird. Hell yeah. Where are we going? This guy's being a fickle bitch. I assume you're taking me to this hot spring that's over there. Or not. Snacks, how are you doing today? I hope your Wednesday's treated you well. Oh, my knees! Someone's outside, you mean me? Oh, they boarded themselves in. You know they're, like... It sounded like one of you was sick. Is that Slay Queen? Dorama. Drama Queen. Hey, I found a quest. Alright. Sure. Okay. Go back up. You got it. Hop. Heap. Hep. Hop. Oh, man. I'll be honest with you, chat. I'm feeling a little tired today. This might be an early stream kind of day. Something I feel like I don't do particularly often. How about sleepy? A little bit. So much stuff. Ooh, a Mongol artifact. 10 out of 50. No, for like 2/3 through the game, but I'm only at like 1/5 of a collectible. I feel like I'm behind on exactly how many I should have had collected by this point, but that's fine. You gotta go back and get all the Koroks. Absolutely not. Like I said, I think the most I'm gonna do is try and free all the settlements in each territory, because that unlocks the entirety of the map, and then I can check the undiscovered locations, and that's about, like... I feel like that's more than enough. Oh wow, the place is on fire in the 4 minutes that I've been gone. Alright. I've fucked up most of these lately. And I'm continuing to do so. Bomb. It said it would kill him. Why did it not kill him? I literally purchased an upgrade that said sticky bombs that are thrown directly on guys will kill them. This is a scam. Because you're playing on Legendary, huh? Use the plasma pistol. Get through that shield first. Wow, look at Brungo. So Halo-pilled. Speak with the woman. Oh. Yeah, she looks great.
その怪我手を貸そう
どの道もう助からないさ悪かったね
他の家族は
みんな死んだよもう子供のせいで
Frustrated sigh.
生きてることが知られて家に火をつけられたんだあの時あなたを入れてれば
Just named
取っ
peasant.
たんだね
敵は取るぞ
Yeah, you know how like every year they make a list of the most popular baby names? I guess in feudal era Japan, peasant was at the top of that list for a couple of years in a row. At the very least.
今こそ信じ合わねばならぬのに
The cost of fear is your life, apparently. Charm of Fire Doctrine. Burning an enemy has a 50% chance to terrify nearby enemies. Wow. We could go for a full set enemies on fire build. Maybe. Ain't that neat. What's over here? Hold on. Active tail, fit for the con. Yeah, it was gonna be like, why is... Okay, sure. There's no fast travel point, so I guess we're riding horse. Yeah, just follow this path, I guess. Oh, yep. Oh my god. Sorry. Frozen for more Mongols. Man, it's almost like this whole area of the map is just filled with Mongol encampments. Killing an enemy, investigating a wind chime. Bam. I'm gone. Ooh. You need a hot twin stick shooter action. That would get your heart racing. Yeah. Like, I don't know, some kind of crosscode game. Bam. Alright. I managed to kill an archer with my bullet time abilities. I need to find a Mongol to distract with a wind chime, I guess. That's Way of Flame. Where is the wind? I'll be honest with you. Okay, right. Wind chime is mixed in here. That's a black powder bomb. That's the wind chime. Okay. Wow, get a load of that. Not this nap time, putting you to sleep. I'm just a sleepy lad. What can I tell it? Though I will admit, the game has become somewhat repetitive in its structure. At least like in these side missions of like, go to an encampment, kill the Mongols. But I mean, that's usually the case with a lot of these open world style games. There's only so much you can do. Granted, I could like switch up my playstyle, and that potentially would fix it. With ball stick, you must kill Mongols by underhanded means, even though your uncle thinks it's wrong. You're right. Surely that conflict carries a 60-hour story. I mean, the story in this game, if I were to go with just the story missions, I think would make for obviously a much more concise story where you're dealing with that kind of stuff. There's just only so many ways that you can say, invading people are bad. I think this kind of like goes back to, I think something we were talking about the other day, where it feels like games are asked to be longer than they need to be, just to get that like perceived value, right? Like, I think this experience would be just as fine in like 30 hours, because you've kind of gotten everything that you need out of the game, at least like gameplay wise in that regard. Like a lot of these side missions or hunting Mongol territories or whatnot could be streamlined down. Granted, I could just ignore them and go and just like focus on completing story missions, but that feels like it would be, you know, kind of against what the game is trying to be, because it's an open world game, and part of the appeal of that is that, you know, there's so much to do and so much to see. I think that's why I got to this point. I did a lot less story and a lot more of just doing the story. Yeah, because it just kind of feels like just more of the same. Get your money's worth. What's the money? That's what they say. Like, it's not that there's like anything bad, it's just like the only thing that's changed between like what I'm doing now and what I did in Act 1 was the enemies have slightly different attack patterns and have like different effects. Went from cool field Japan here to oh cool snow and trees. Had enough of that in my life, thanks. Thank you, I agree. Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it too. It's just like, as soon as you throw it into a snow setting, it's like everything looks the same now. It was so vibrant in the earlier areas with like unique color palettes and whatnot, but now it's just white and dreary. And maybe that's like a directorial choice of like, well, you know, everything, the color in your life is gone because you're now going against your code of honor. And you're accepting yourself as the ghost. And what color are ghosts? They're white. I don't know. Again, I think I made this point yesterday where it's just like... I always find snow settings to be some of the most uninteresting games. And I know there are also people who are like, man, I love snow settings. I think it has directly to do with how much of it you've had to deal with in your life. Kill an enemy while concealed by a smoke bomb. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Now we're on smoke bombs. And also, you know, taking away all your NPCs and stuff and just making it like a lot of Mongol territories. Definitely does kill some of the interest in the side missions too. Yeah. Wow, nobody noticed. Didn't need to use that smoke bomb, but I had a check mark. You don't like snowy settings that much either. Yeah. Wow, you farmers are just walking around. Fuel. You know, there are 5 hostages. Yeah, I think the thing that's sticking out to me the most is that every mission in this game has felt like it's kind of boiled down to the exact same thing. Go to this area, fight Mongols. Go to this area, fight Mongols. Granted, some of the story missions change it up a decent amount. We're giving you like interesting set pieces. But there's only so many times that I can like go into a Mongol camp and be like, rescue the hostages. Fight a bunch of Mongols. Oh, there's someone in there. Okay. Like, it's not like it's bad. Like, it controls well. There's a lot of different things going on with the combat in this game, but it does feel like if you just tune this game back by, like, I don't know, 10-ish hours, it would feel like a lot more compact, and you wouldn't get this feeling that I'm starting to feel, which is just like, I feel like I've experienced the game at this point, but there's still, it feels that there's still so much more to do. You know? You have the same feelings? Yeah. Alright, I'm glad to know that I'm not, like, crazy for feeling like that, at least. Especially from, you know, the guy that was, like, has been trying to get me to play it. I was like, man, this game is so cool and neat style. Why is it so big? I just need to do this. Yeah. If I'm starting to, like, feel like this, maybe it would be in my best interest to just start focusing on getting the story done with. You got this feeling in Tears of the Kingdom too? I think I didn't get burnt out with Tears of the Kingdom because the shrines are at least, like, interesting and varied enough to, like, keep things unique. And just, like, the messing around with, like, fusing things together is just provides so many different ways to approach situations. Oh, just like in trying to explore things. Yeah, for sure. But, like, whenever something came up in the game, that was fine. Like, I never felt, like, exhausted by Tears of the Kingdom. Like, if I had just gone along with the main quest, I probably would have been fine. Maybe? Oh, God. But it's overall, I feel compelled to explore the fuck out of everything before moving on. Eh. Yeah, but, like, I think the difference for me between, like, this and, like, Tears is that there's enough variance between each region and, like, the things that the game asks you to do. Like, very rarely was it, like, do this, now do this again, now do this again, now do this again. You saw playing Tears of the Kingdom while it was still fun. Yeah, like, I played a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, but I never, like, tried to do everything in the game. Like, I think I cleared out the underground area, and I did all the shrines, but, like, I didn't feel compelled to be like, I'm gonna do all the, I'm gonna do all the Koroks, or I'm gonna try and get all the armor and stuff. It's just like, I don't need to do that. I'm not gonna try and hunt down all the bubbly frogs. It's like, I put the game down at a point where I felt, like, happy with what I had accomplished, which, to be fair, was a lot, and I got a lot of playtime out of it. Yeah, maybe I will. Like, there are still a few things that I would like to do in the game. Like, I took out one of the King Gleeoks that were, like, down in the depths, and that was really fun to overcome that challenge. But then there's, like, 2 more of them in the game. It's like, maybe I want to try and take them out too. Be careful. We need more Mongols to indicate where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I see ya. I found where I need to go. I did one Gleeok. I probably should have gone after it earlier. By the time I went after it, the fight was too easy. Yeah, like, some of the Gleeok, like, there's the regular Gleeoks, which are, like, different elemental types. But then there's King Gleox, which are like the super versions of them. They have like all 3 different elemental heads, and even when I was at like using end game items and had like a ton of hearts, it was still like a pretty good challenge. And it could just also be the fact that like I'm a gigantic Legend of Zelda stan, and that like alone kept me interested in the game for as long as it did, because I just like enjoy playing Legend of Zelda games so much. Okay, so it's probably some archer hiding somewhere. Oh. Yep. You loved Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom? Me too. Me too. I really enjoy what they did to switch up the Zelda formula after so many years. But there's a part of me that also would like to see them tackle another like traditional Zelda style game for their next one, rather than like doing another big open world. Or heck, if I'm talking about things that I would really like to see out of Legend of Zelda, give me like a fucking Dark Soul, like a Souls-like fucking Zelda game. I know that's never gonna happen, but like, could you imagine? And the changes they made for Tears of the Kingdom were instructive. Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me the most about my playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom was when I got the power-ups, I was just like, oh my god. They're so open-ended and, like, up to experimentation. Like, so many of them, I'm like, man, I guarantee you can break the game with these. And that feels, like, intentional. And I love that. Rather than be like, the items basically working as like keys and progression gates, instead of just being like tools to fuck around with and do whatever you think is the best idea, is like, hell yeah. That level of freedom is so liberating. And really leans into the whole like open world philosophy of the design. Like, if you want the game to be, like, you can go anywhere and explore everything, then why not have the power-ups, like, lean into that? The physics engine was strong. That, yeah, the fact that, like, every item had, like, interacted in a way with each other that made sense was crazy to me. Like, I can only imagine how long it took to, like, properly program that. Like, the amount of fucking headaches it must have caused. You're like, yeah, you could take any 2 items and just stick them together. It's like, okay, so now we got to take into account, like, the form and shape of every single item. And, like, figure out how they would interact with each other. I think this might be one of my bigger gripes about this game, is like, where the fuck am I supposed to go a lot of the time? Because these areas are so big. And they only like sometimes give you a way marker to like give you an idea of where where the last thing you're looking for is. Like, I feel like if I swipe up to pull up, like, the wind or whatever, that should be an indicator that, like, hey, I would like to know where the game wants me to go. Alright, we found a dog, so I assume that means we're in the right area. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've found myself in this game a few too many times being just running around being like, where is the last group of people? Are the consumable items resources in this game, and what are they? So there are consumables that are used for crafting, and consumables that are used for your ghost weaponry. So for the ghost weaponry, you have your kunais, you have your smoke bombs, you have your sticky bombs, you have your black powder bombs, you have your poisoned blow darts, you have arrows for your bows. I think that's about it. And then for crafting, you have bamboo, yew wood, supplies, iron, fabric, things like that. Which I have never really felt like I've been in short supply of any of those except for supplies. Like, all the other ones are, like, in such abundance that I never really stop to think about them. I see something glowing on this, like, shimmering on the screen. I'm like, alright, pick it up. I do use the ghost items sometime. Alright. Is that the last one? Nope. Okay. I hear you. I literally do not see you. Oh. There we are. Yeah, the amount of times where I've been like, man, I'm out of this thing, have been few and far between. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, the only time I'm like, oh man, I need more of this is when I go into an area, and specifically the bonus mission is like, kill 3 enemies with sticky bombs. I'm like, oh damn it, I need more sticky bombs. But like, I have the ability to increase my capacity, but it's just like, I'd rather just increase my armor and sword. Alright, so I assume, okay, every piece of the Mongol armor has been collected. I'm hoping this armor is rad as hell, and worth the effort of clearing out 4 encampments to get it. Technique point? No. Okay. Speak to the apprentice. Let's fast travel. There's 16 new vanity gear that I don't care about the vanity stuff at all. But fashion souls, who cares? Yeah, like look at all this stuff that I could buy. But I already have so many headbands. It's like, oh, I could have this straw hat or this straw hat to go along with the 15 other straw hats that I have. These are both worse than the orange already. Wow, golden retribution. And spending any kind of resource on the bow is just a waste of my time and efforts. The hunted dream. Sure, why not? Oh, well, we got a new one. Put it on. Alright. I have brought the armor.
いかがです？鎧は見つかりましたか？もうこの手に渡ることは二度とない。師匠の仇は取ったぞ。これで師匠の鎧をめぐって傷つく者は現れないのですね。ですがあと一度だけでも教えを受けたかった。お主が教えればよい。そうですね。わしも弟子を取り、師匠の技が後の世まで受け継がれるようにいたします。
Yep, now I look like pretty much every other enemy in the game. Will this, like, allow me to just walk into encampments? Be like, yes, I'm one of you. Or are they gonna immediately be like, nope. Major increase to health, reduces all damage by a major amount. Disguises you while out of combat, massive reducing Mongol detection speed. You know what? That sounds useful. Did you play Grounded? No. I have not. Nor have I... I'm trying to think if I've heard of that game or not. There's a part of me that's like, I think I've heard of it, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure. No, not right now. I need to find the armor smith and the swordsmith. Bug Nautica / Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Oh, yeah, it was at the last Nintendo Direct, right? It was like the game that they opened on. No, that's something different. A different game that reminded me of Honey I Shrunk the Kids. I mean, if it's like another Subnautica-like, where it's just like, go around, collect resources. I ended up dropping Subnautica. So I don't know how likely I would be to play another Subnautica type. Grounded is outstanding. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm being too... I definitely could be too quick to judge in this instance. Boss fights. Ooh. True. What can I sell? I have 500 bamboo. I could increase my kunais, my smoke bombs. The thing is, like, all my capacity things are tied to predator hides, which come from fighting animals. And that's like something that I haven't really had a lot of outside of the dogs, I guess. Like I look at all these, I'm like, I don't need more of these. I just don't need more of those. And where is the armor smith? I know she's not down here, but there's a bird. I gotta follow the bird. Leading me to another cosmetic. Yep. Tengai. Where are the other 9? Well, I'll be honest, boss fights does intrigue me a lot more. Because that is, like, one thing that was noticeably lacking from Subnautica. Or at least, I never came across one. There could be some in there and I just would never know because I didn't get to them. It's a game I'd like to wipe my memory to play again. Okay, that's pretty high praise. There's only a small handful of games that fall into that. I know you're over there. I'm just trying to find the lady that does the armor. It was very good when it was new to you. Okay, okay. Is there just no armor smith in this place? No, she's here, apparently. I just don't know where they're hiding. The bugs are scary. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you're going for, like, a Subnautica-type vibe, you need to feel like a small fish in a big pond. But less so after 100 hours. Yeah, once you, like, know how to deal with them. Is she inside? Who are you?
佐護の街道で恐ろしい光景を目にしてしまいました。
また猛虎が民を虐げておったのだな。
あれはひどいものでした。あいつらは父親が見ている前でその息子
I'm
の
glad no
亡
one
骸を
in
火に
here
潰
is
したんです。
assuming I'm a
父
Mongol.
親の叫び声が耳から離れません。
それは捨ておく
It
わ
was
けにはい
amazing
か
when
ん
you
な
were terrified. I typically don't enjoy the feeling of being scared in video games, but that's something I should probably like explore more of. I can't upgrade the armor that I'm wearing, it looks like. So, Sakai clan armor, increased standoff streak. Or maybe the ghost armor. Sure. There.
また頼むぞ。
Okay. Yeah, it can't be upgraded. Okay. Alright. Now we talk to Yuna.
Jin, こっちだ。
Yes, I have heard
近江
you.
から上野岳の
You
砦
are
に
heard.
続く歩道があるんだ。だけど猛虎に陣取られてる。白洲にも味方が欲しいね。佐護山に狩人の集団がいる。頭はたけし。
Takeshi.
友なのか。
違う。だけど手を貸してくれる。弓の腕はかなりのもんだよ。一人で会ってきて。私は志村の城を抜けて近江に行ってくる。
皆と共に南を攻めろ。俺は狩人を連れ北から攻め入ろう。
うまくいくかな。
ああ。抜かるでないぞ。
あんたも。
Oh man. Excuse me. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Highball yawn. Yep, that me. What's closer? Here? Is that sound your PS4 reading the disc? I don't have a physical copy of the game. I believe it's downloaded. And by I believe, I mean I know it's downloaded. I don't know why I said it like that. Just scared enough to be emotionally vulnerable that something like Outer Wilds can have greater impact. Okay. Right. Yeah, because there is some stuff in Outer Wilds that was, like, scary, but not like in a I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm dying kind of way, but like in a leaving you vulnerable. Though I will admit no, I'm not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. Like, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, let's talk about Outer Worlds, but I'm sure there's still some people hanging around in chat that haven't played it, and I will not be the one. Well, like, we can always talk about how good Outer Wilds is, but I can't get into detail about it, because I don't want the people who are not in the know to get spoiled on literally anything about the game. And I'm like, yeah, I've been pushing for snacks to play the game. Were you about to say the DLC was mid to get back at you for saying how Hollow Knight is mid? I wasn't going to say the DLC was mid. I was going to say that I didn't enjoy the DLC as much as the main game because of stuff that relates to what we're talking about. But that's like saying, oh no, the DLC was a 9 out of 10 compared to the 10 out of 10. Like, it was still fantastic, and there was a lot of things that were great about the DLC. There was just one aspect about it that I was not a fan of, which you saw happen in real time, Brungo, because you were there. The DLC was scary in ways I did not enjoy. Yes, me too. Okay, this is the one. Okay, never mind. Jesus. Yeah, sorry, stressful, like, that's the kind of thing that I don't enjoy much with, like, scary video games, is where it's just like, I know that they're just waiting to get me. Like, because, I don't know about you, but I hate jump scares. Because they just feel cheap. Like, almost all the time they feel cheap. Because it's like, they're not scary, They're just, you weren't expecting them, so you were like, yeah. And, like, there's so many scary games are just like, oh, you're going around the corner, and then something's gonna go boogity boogity boo at you, and then and then you're like, okay, you did it. Most of us respond to it physically, it doesn't feel good. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Like, I played Dead Space on this channel, I don't know, months ago. And I remember walking away from that game being like, this game wasn't scary. The game was like 99% enemies hiding in air vents, and then as soon as you walked by them jumping out of it. And like, it was so consistent in its approach of doing that that it became predictable. We were like, okay, I'm about to turn a corner, and there's an enemy. And it'd be like, rah! And you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. Yeah, you got my autonomous nerve system activate. Congrats. Exactly, right? Yes, you are right to fear a very real threat of violence. It is stressful. Yeah, and then like as soon as you like get over that initial like, ugh, you're like, fucking okay. Like, I prefer my like horror to come from like a sense of tension. You know, not just like you're just waiting to be jump scared. Tension and like, there's like a sense of dread that lingers in the air. And a sense of the unknown. I like that a lot more than just like, and then something jumped out of it. Yeah, for sure. Like, my go-to example that I always point to is, the original Alien. I think that movie is, like, a masterclass in, like, what a movie should be to invoke, like, fear. Because it's just like, oh, hell yeah. It's just, like, the fear comes from, like, you never know. You never really see the thing, but you know that it's a tangible threat, and you never know when it's going to come for the next person. And like, everyone is like taking the threat seriously and is like aware of it, but like can't do anything about it. That's the good shit. The ocean. The ocean's actually a really good example of that. I know, I've heard many people are like, have said like they're terrified of like the deep ocean and the open water and stuff because of like how it could represent just an unknown lurking threat. I don't exactly share that fear, but I understand it. Scene with the little dog and the scanner and alien was It's one of the great features of Lethal Company. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how like your monitor is just like dots on the screen. Lethal Company actually does a really good job of like of like good horror. Because like it's so dark. So like you don't know, things are lurking in the darkness. But you have to like trudge through it, and your visibility's so low that like every time you open a door, you're like, am I good? Or like the use of sound in Lethal Company, like the coil head immediately comes to mind when like it just starts sprinting at you, and then like it stops violently, and the head goes like boing, 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 and you're like, oh shit.
猛虎の射手が門を守り、絶え間なく騎兵が往来してる。
The the bracken, I think, is actually like a pretty solid use of the jump scare mechanic, because you can counteract it. Like, the only reason you get caught by the bracken is if you're unaware of it. How am I with horror games? I don't play most of them because I find a lot of them bad or uninteresting or not scary. Or they feel cheap. So I just haven't played a lot of them as a result, because I'm just like, I don't particularly think this looks fun. Like, there's like, I've played a couple games where they completely take your agency away. I like feeling like I have agency in a game. I'm here to have fun. So when, like, a game's whole mechanic is like, you gotta hide from the thing that's gonna kill you, I'm like, I don't find that fun. I hate being the guy that can't do shit or have any control over the outcome outside of just, like, hiding and praying. And, like, I get it. Like, that's how you... Like, you need to feel like you're the vulnerable one for, like, a good horror game to connect. But, like, I don't know. I play video games to have fun. And being, like, anxious and stressed out the entire time is not particularly fun. It's a different kind of stress from something like Dark Souls, where it's like the stress builds up slowly over time because you're like failing to overcome like an obstacle. Whereas in like a horror game, the stress just comes from like constantly being on edge. And like for a horror movie, that's fine. Because, like, you know, you're not exactly the one that's experiencing it. But when it comes to a video game and you're like, I've played this game for many hours, that's just a long time to be like, you know? Speaking of agency of the game, I finished Crosscode DLC. I did not enjoy the temple boss. The camera moving around rapid because of the shock dude gave me serious motion sickness. Then losing my character in the chaos. Other than that, the amazing game. Yeah, the final boss of that temple was a lot of managing the camera and like keeping track of multiple guys on screen. I think it's like the... I'm trying to think if any of the other bosses split your focus like that. And not really. Most of them were all like one-on-one affairs. So you didn't really have a lot of opportunities to like learn that skill. Outside of like, yeah, you're fighting a bunch of mobs. But the camera sticks on you in those instances, not on the boss. I did enjoy the final boss though. But I know that you struggle with like motion sickness stuff. So I can completely understand how that could be, you know, not great for you. You should play more horror games. Yeah, honestly, I should look into branching out, mostly because I haven't tried a lot. But whenever I, like, watch people, like, see clips from, like, the horror games that blow up, I'm always just like, that doesn't look like a fun experience. It's just people yelling and being afraid the whole time. like, what was it? We played that 8 exits game on my birthday, and like, that game is like barely quantifies as like a horror game, but it had like one moment that got me to audibly like yelp. And if like that happened in that, it's like, oh man. Perks and abilities that terrify are 25% more likely to occur. Imagine a game that's like actively trying to scare me. I don't know, man. Highball Silent Hill 2 win. I saw the trailer for him, like I literally have no interest in playing this. Like Silent Hill, I'm like, I don't want to play any of those games. The original, not the remake. It doesn't matter. Unless someone starts like throwing it into the redeem pile, and then I have to play it, then like, yeah. But if I'm the one choosing the game, I'm probably never gonna choose a horror game. Alright, say less. Yep. Transistor. Thank you, Bongo. Good luck, good luck. I think that's like number 8 for Transistor. The front runners are Transistor and Baldur's Gate 3. By like a noticeable margin. Oh shit, we're on... I just realized that we're like... The passage of time continues onward, and we're less than a month away from April Fool's Day. And I believe that I said that April Fool's Day is going to be Jump King Day. So I probably need to purchase Jump King soon. You would probably be Jump King in like 2 hours. I don't know about that, man. Did you not see me spend an hour on one room in Fungal? In Lone Fungus? I've been forged in the fire. Overwhelming enemy forces. Great. Wonderful. You're up there? Oh. Climb the cliff. Where's the way up? Where's the starting point? Do I need to like climb up this thing? Yep, okay. Alright. Plan of attack. Okay. Defeats the Mongols. hold on. Let's use... Nope. Bomb time, baby. Enjoy! Have another one. One more. Ooh, you can get more than one in a hit. Good to know. Okay. Why did I even bring these other guys? Well, like they're helping. Oh god. Hydrate in a second. How did it? Who saw me? Fuck. Okay. Slaughter! Oh, I freed a bear. Oh, I freed a bear. I am not your enemy. Bear? Oh, well. Never mind. Thank you for the hydrate, Zelda, by the way. Ugh. Regroup. Good job. Had to speak to him from behind.
こんなのけだものがすることだ。それが猛虎だ。木こりは抗ったのだろうな。一人残らず殺してやろう。騎兵が来るぞ。ここなら挟み撃ちにできる。隠れる。聞こえただろ。知れ。合図したら矢を射ろ。
Wait for the Mongol patrol to approach.
今少し待て。今だ。殺してやれ。お前ら集まれ。足に急ぐぞ。志村様が遠兵を募り、軍を作った時、なぜあんたが率いない？
I broke ties with
志
them.
村殿には志村殿の策が終わりだからだ。ということは、この砦あんたのもの。
I had the option to lie. I chose not to.
春までここをお使いにはなるまい。南門から聞こえた。様子を見てみる。
I may sneak poison into the drinks of Mongols, but I'm no liar.
言うな。まさかあいつが向こうに行かねば。 橋の様子を見るぞ。
Time to survey.
兵は南門に進められる。今しかないぞ。
橋を抜けられたとしてもヒヤリの良い的になるな。
鍵縄とやらで橋を下から渡ってヒヤリを奪えないか。
We gotta watch it. Yep.
火にかければ向こう側に渡れる。登れそうな崖もあるな。
見つかったら俺らが射抜いてやる。足を攻めようが攻めまいが危うきことに変わりはない。俺らは指揮に従うよ。
では備えておけ。
Alright, alright, alright. Oh. They give me so many plants for my blow dart. They're everywhere. It's like, oof. Oh, okay. Jeez, this feels ruthless. No Ruth in sight. Got rid of it. No Ruth to be had. So really hard to tell who's friend and foe. Reinforcements where? Over there. Okay.
来たか。槍川の戦士も一緒だ。分かった。赤スローだ。山より大きいと聞いたぞ。
You're supposed to be 10 feet tall and super strong.
ケンジ、隠れていろ。分かってます。どっか行って。なぜ門を開けるまで待たなかった。
まさか様の案だよ。
Yo, it's Norio! The monk friend has returned. It's the crew!
まあ今のところはな。
無事です、酒井様。
こんなに寒いだなんて聞いてませんよ。いずれ慣れるさ。上学に迎えるよう武具を整えておけ。 たけしと何があっ
ずっと前のことさ。
た？あやつらただの狩人ではなかろう。
そうとも言うかもね。
砦で道を守るよう頼んだが、ようやく猛虎から逃れた民を襲うような賊であっては困る。
悪さをすれば私が許さない。
たけしはお主に会いたがっておったぞ。
もうあった。早く立とう。
では城岳へ向かおう。そこで最後の策を練る。
やっとハーンを殺せるんだね。
Okay. I look like a mouth breather with this helmet on. Like, okay, great. We can finish Masako's tale. Apparently I'm allowed to go back to the early areas again now. I'm no longer exiled. What do we got here? We got his tale. Adachi half mask, sure. I do feel like I want to do these side quests at the very least, because, you know, they feel significant enough to want to do. We're finally gonna get the conclusion of Angry Mother Masako's dead family romp. Oof. You? Where the hell is she? There she is.
お邪魔でしたか。
構わぬ。
お祈りを。
我が先祖にね。これからする所業の許しを請うて
ご先祖は何と？
声が聞こえぬ。
ご先祖にはできぬお務めゆえ、あえて黙っておいでなのでしょ
う。姉の居所が分かった。菊池家の古い砦だ。
ご出立を。
Right, it was revealed that her sister was the one that had, like, plotted the attack, which is incredibly fucked up.
菊池の館はこっちだ。
よく見つかりましたね。
姉は池田殿の家に入ってな。菊池家の老頭である。
近くの山のふもとに親方が。
姉はいつも自分の館を欲しがっておったな。
菊池家も菰田で滅んでおります。
姉は館を乗っ取ろうと企んでおるのだろう。
足立家を奪い損ねましたから。
話によるとある一族が塔を構えたらしい。家紋はあの文のものと同じ。
姉君か。
今は館を流民の仮住まいにしておるそうだ。故郷を失う辛さがわかると申して。
まことでしょうか。
突き止めてやろう。
姉君が故郷を失ったとは。
結婚して家を出たに過ぎん。
池田殿は老頭では。
ああ。
なぜ妹のあなたが武家に嫁ぐことになられた？
幼き頃賊に押し入られたことがあったが、私は太刀を手に取り、姉は隠れた。賊どもを片付けた後、足立殿率いる侍衆がやっと駆けつけてきたのだ。姉は一目で足立殿を気に入ったようだが、見初められたのは私の方。
嫉妬の末に裏切りに行き着いたのか。
昇進を癒してやりたくて池田殿との結婚を後押しし、姉は北へ嫁いだ。
She was isolated.
私には叔父上がおりましたが、家族や友がおらぬとなると。
姉には夫がおるぞ。
良き夫ですか。
何を申したい。
なぜ姉君は今になって復讐を
Yeah, it kind of feels like she
わからないのです。
これだけ分かっておれば
was
よい。
rightfully pissed at
姉は
you.
我が一族を殺し、今日その報いを受ける。
Like, yeah, she shouldn't have, you know, plotted the death of your entire family, but it was like, she was in love with a man, you ended up marrying that man, and then it was like, hey, how about you go live isolated from everyone, married to a different person that you don't know, and get the fuck out of my life. It's like, yeah, no, I too would be
姉君が裏
mad.
切る兆しは。
近しい間ではなかったが、お互いを思い合っておった。公の場でも姉を見かければ挨拶を交わしていたぞ。まさかこれほど憎まれておるとも知らずにな。
あの日は親方にいらっしゃったのですね。
朝から館に来て菰田からの知らせを待っておった。夫の安否に気をもみながらな。あの時初めて姉と分かり合えた気がした。私の孫のために土産を持ってきて懐かれていたの。最後を見届けに来たとも知らず、まんまと迎え入れてしまった。
足立家の嫁子らは賊と戦ったようです
が。戦ったのは私と嫁らで、姉は孫と馬屋に逃げた。その後姉らしきムクロを見つけた。誰の顔かわからぬほどに潰されておった。
She faked her death. That's right, because I could have sworn she said that she had to bury her sister.
あなたが生き残ったことを知り、偽のムクロを作った知恵者です。
私を生かしたこと悔やませてやる。もう着くぞ。馬を降りろ。ここからは歩く。
Alright. So we're gonna go fight an old woman? Well, I mean, like, older than Masako. Masiko's not that old.
ご用心を。ルミナーの場所ならば何があってもおかしくありません。
マサコが来た。殺せ。
急がねば新手が来ます。民をかくまっておった。
あれはただの隠れ蓑さ。姉上、姿を見せろ。
殺せ。
Okay, so these samurai are like the replacement for the Ronin. Because I don't think... I'm pretty sure the Straw Hats are like pretty much all gone at this point now that Ryuko is taken care of. Hold on. I'm looting. honor.
殺して終わらせるぞ。
2v1, stabbed him in the back. Like a honorable samurai. Oh, hello.
花はどこだ。
山の上の館です。
妹が会いに来たと伝えろ。
姉君を何といたす。
やられたことをやり返す。
ご家族であっても。
私の家族は死んだ。あれはただの人殺しだ。
You tell yourself that, but I feel like you're still gonna have a hard time following through with it.
姉上、さあ出てこい。
At least I say that, but I've already seen her execute 2 people in cold blood. So maybe I'm not giving her enough credit.
姉上だと騙し、私に誰を埋めさせた。
猛虎に殺された百姓の女だ。泣いてやったか。
よくも全てを奪ってくれたな。
息子の嫁に孫だけ、それのどこが全てだ。足立の死は猛虎に奪われ、お前も殺し損ねた。だがやっと本当に全てを奪える。殺せ。
Okay, never mind. She's a little beyond redemption, I would say. Did you already do it?
よくも息子の嫁を、幼い孫を、一族をくれたな。
お前の所業に比べれば安いものよ。
私が何をした。
奪ったではないか。館から追い出し、心を寄せる男をさらい、飲んだくれを押し付け身も凍る地へ送ったのはお前だ。永劫に続く苦しみを受けてもなおこの生き地獄はお前には分かるまい。お前が押し付けた地獄だぞ。
いずれも私の咎ではない。
何を言う。知らぬふりをしておったくせに。殺しに来たのだろう。切りたければ切れ。苦しみが終わるのならば本望だ。
I don't think it's...
始末をつける。
I don't think this is equal.
己自身だ。
お前も地獄を味わえ。あっ。
皆を悼む代わりに笑い合って過ごした日々を心に浮かべようと努めた。見えるのは姉の顔、それだけだ。これが生き地獄なのか。
いえ、仇を討ったではありませんか。 ご一族のためその命を懸けてもう安らぎを求める時です。
この道は安らぎには通じん。
ではどこへ？
どこであろうな。このまま歩みを進めればわかるであろ
それは修羅の道です。
う。もう遅い。だがお前が呼ぶなら手を貸すぞ。
Ooh, I got a trophy. I actually did enough to earn a trophy. How does this look? You know what? The platonic ideal of a mask. I still have a face. Stealth charm, never mind. I don't even know why we were bothering to check it. Am I done here? I guess so. Let's go hang out with the monk. Yeah, I think we're gonna go until about 9, and then I'm gonna call her. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it that long. I might just do this side mission and then call it a day. I'm feeling... I don't know why, but I'm feeling just real gassed today. I was gonna say, is this a hot spring? But no, I'm guessing this is where Norio is.
もうこの大気を解くそうだと。
Okay. I let go! Okay, whatever. Where? Where? Alright, Mr. Monk.
猛虎をたたえておったの。さぞ褒美が良いのであろう。
断れば殺されるだけ。今は守り手の弟だけが頼りです。
ノリオを知っておるの。
戦自宅をしております。お連れいたしましょう。
Please do. The Guardian of Tsushima. That's a better name. A much better name.
急げ。
さあ、こちらです。
あれはノリオが知ってのことか。
スギレラを奪い返すまで猛虎に疑われぬよう従うふりをしろ。
あやつが言ったのか。
ええ。あなたを手本にしたと聞いています。クロード様から学んだことをよく話しています。道中なぜお戻りに？クロード様です。
He brought me! I hope you're all ready.
ノリオは港中におります。
猛虎の気を引き、そして小勢を両脇に送り込む。木を隠れ蓑にするのだ。酒井様。
Hello!
皆の者、酒井様とお話をしてまいる。
Where are we going?
よく来てくれました。こちらへ。
So, is he like carrying? Is it like cloves of garlic, or what does he have wrapped around his shoulder?
十分なほど。
見知った顔がおったぞ。
赤島のものです。櫛寺にも使いを送りましたが、誰も来ておりません。
I assume it's some kind of like religious thing because he's a
櫛寺
monk.
なしでも
But
杉寺は奪います。
I'm unlearned.
あやつらが戦える
Just
と
big
思う
prayer beads?
我らで
Maybe? But it looks like he already has prayer beads, like multiple sets.
杉寺を奪えば戦に加わった各々が島中に話を広める希望の使いとなれます。それは我らではできぬこと。皆の力で勝たなければなりません。
Yeah, it's like a big cloth with, and then like tied into segments.
夜明けに仕掛けます。 クロードと共に杉寺へ参ろう。金太の
Yeah,
お仲間だけで取り戻したのですよね。
many monks, all the monks have. Well, specifically these warrior monks have it.
兄や仲間がいなければ私も不安だったはず。兄にもいてもらいたかった。
そばにおるはずだ。 皆に好かれておるのだな。
兄の七光です。杉寺に攻め入るわけも知っていますしね。
ここの民は下方者だ。
街道を外れましょう。こちらへ。寺は杉林の向こうです。
そうは捕虜にされておるのか。い
え、すぐには殺されないよう猛虎に従わせています。
考えたな。
間もなくです。
息を吸え。止めたままでは戦えんぞ。
わかりました。
我らも長い付き合いになるからな。
I apologize.
ノリオ、クロード様、急ぎ駆けつけました。
櫛寺が味方とは心強い。
杉寺と赤島、櫛が一つにまとまりました。
Oh, they're all in their battle stance.
はい、その隙に両脇から敵を囲みます。
俺はどうする？
あなたは策に構わず思うままに戦ってください。みんな離れずについてきてくれ。 今日死ぬ者は誰一人いない。たとえ倒れてもその名は永遠に語り
Live
継がれる。
forever in history. That's like some Viking shit. They have a watcher. Got him. Huh! No, no, no. Well, rip that horse, I guess. Get him.
俺も聞こえた。
These are like enemies from the previous tier of enemies. Oh. I got the dog. Good job, Norio. Oh. Good job, Norio! Okay. Dogs. Oh, come on, man. I think all the other warrior monks are dead except for Norio. Stop dying! Dude! Alright. So... the temple's yours.
ここで暮らしていた時は兄も奉仕も住職も生きておりました。
今日からまたやり直せばよい。
本堂へ行きましょう。何か盗まれていないか確かめなくては。
I feel like they intended for all the NPCs to die. Like, it'd be awkward if there was like one surviving warrior monk just tag him. I'm like, whew, we really did it, huh, guys?
ノリオ、酒井様。 どうした？
この中に入ってはなりません。
何があるというのです。いかなる害を受けても失うわけではありません。外側は無事のようですね。
Sounds like some bad final words.
何も盗まれていないじゃないか。
ノリオ。
兄さん。
His brother's alive! Oh my god.
牢から連れて行かれた時、てっきり。
もう全て教えれば、お前だけは逃がすと言われて。
俺は生きてるよ。傷一つない。
住職のことを言ってしまった。星、櫛寺、赤島も。
構うものか。
ずっと耐えてきた。会いたくてな。こんな姿で生きられない。
生きてくれ。
ノリを頼む。やれ。
酒井様、よろしいですか。
ああ。
Here he comes. Do you think he did it, or you think he's gonna ask me to do it because he can't? I think Hoshi has enough conviction to do that thing, do what needs to be
ハー
done.
チという名だそうです。そいつが兄を生きたまま焼き、手足を切り落としました。
ハーチとやらは死んだのか。
まだ生きています。
ノリオ、兄貴には守り手らしく勇ましく死んだ。
どこがです。ハーチの所在は私が突き止めます。その後手を貸してください。
いいだろう。
雪が止んだら兄を弔います。
Heavy. It's one thing to think that your brother died, it's another to know that he ended up suffering greatly. Alright. Threefold world. Nope. Alright, I think we should finish this and then call it. We held funeral rites for Enja the Guardian, Norio's brother. Yeah, this feels like a good stopping point
いかがなさいました？
to finish on. doing this final mission for Norio.
炎上の位牌を墓へ持って行きました。南の山の上です。探してみよう。助かった。
Threefold world. Sai Sensekai? Nope, we're not going that way. Okay. Or maybe we have to go that way. Oh? Don't eat shit, horse. There we go. Meet Norio at the cemetery in Cebu. Will do. I'm sure he's gonna be in a great headspace after having just scattered his brother's ashes. Silk Farm? No, not now. I got a mission that I want to do. I'll come back for that later. But now that it's marked on the map, so right? Yeah. It feels like I've come across so many Mongol territories already. Yeah, I've already liberated like almost half of them. And it feels like I have not been in Act 3 for very long. Granted, liberating 4 of them was part of getting this armor. And we just happened to stumble across 3 other ones. I see smoke. So I gotta climb. We got a path up the hill, up the mountainside. We don't have to scale it. At least I'm guessing that's the case. There's gonna be a cricket hiding somewhere in here, so keep your ears peeled. What's that? Hold on. Okay. This is one of those, just rambling train of thought moments, but like, where does that saying come from? Keep your ears peeled. What's the meaning behind that?
兄の援助は寺にこもるよりも山野で過ごすことを好みました。
あの猛虎の百虎長パーチは見つかったのか。
この近くの砦にいます。
ノリオ、杉寺を束ねられるのはお主だけ。
考えたくありません。
敵討ちは僧の務めではないぞ。
そうである前に弟なのです。
ならば手を貸そう。一人で行くな。
お望みなら。
パーチはどこだ。
小児砦に。
そやつで間違いないのだな。
ええ、探し出して慈悲を壊せます。聞く耳は持ちませんが。
もし立場が逆であれば、炎上は敵討ちを控えるよ。
I don't know why I picked that option. It feels very hypocritical for me to say that revenge is a dark path. I've done almost exclusively nothing but help people on revenge quests.
あなたと同じ鉄を。
この戦で変わってしまった大勢の鉄だ。
その鉄ならすでに踏みました。
Like that was the entirety of Makoto or Makito's storyline.
この先、ここに砦を見渡せます。 あなたに教わったことを生かしてハーチを追いました。
人相はわかるか？
その辺の猛虎と同じ人殺しの顔です。
機会は一度しかないぞ。
一目見ればわかります。
では見つけたら迷わず切り伏せろ。
犬め、ここから離れろ。
ノリオ、
腹が減ってるだけなんです。どうか命だけは。
ノリオ、ただの野党だ。
それでも今は許せなかったのです。少しは懲りたでしょう。
Is Norio's line supposed to be like the corruption of the pure or something like that?
浄土に往生し、引けば地獄に沈むのみ。
今の
は兄がこの薙刀に刻んだ言葉です。櫛寺を賊どもの手から守った後に。
守り手になった時か。炎上の苦しみは計りがたいが、お主に会うため耐えたのだ。
兄は最後にこうつぶやきました。間違っていたと。
何が
だ？わかりません。ハーチュに最後の言葉はない。苦痛の叫びだけだ。
休んでおいた方がいい。明日のために。
そうしましょう。少しでも力を養っておかないと。
Rise and shine, beautiful. We got Mongols to massacre.
ノリオ、
Oh, he's already gone.
己ノリオ。砦が燃えておる。ノリオは何をした？
酒井様、お助けを。大変です。
何があった？
ノリオが見かけた時は祈りが届いたと思ったのですが。
杉寺へ戻れ。あとは任せろ。
Are you gonna make me fight Norio? That's a lot of dead Mongols.
これは地獄のようなありさまだ。誰の所業だ？
ノリオです。正気を失ったようで。
俺を焼き殺す勇気があるのか？
燃えろ、その罪ごと燃えろ、人殺しめ。
怒りで薙刀を振ることはないと申したであろう。
クロードと同じことをしたのです。おかげでハーチは死にました。杉寺の山門はもう開けません。この汚れた手では。
どこへ行く？
わかりません。火をつけた時、奴はまだ生きていました。私は叫び声を聞きながら喜びに包まれた。猛虎と同じです。もはやそうではない。
やすやすと諦めるな。この島は未練や叶わぬ約束ばかりだ。だが守らねばならん。お主は杉寺最後の僧兵であろう。
こんなことをしたんだ。かつての私には戻れません。
元に戻れとは言っておらん。お主が信じた道からそれず進んでほしい。
ありがとう、酒井様。
杉寺で待っておるぞ。
Dower End. I got the Charm of Vitality, though, so I could increase my health a little bit if I wanted to. That's nice. And the Chaos Headband. It's another Naruto headband. I look like a fucking Yamato from Naruto. This thing that's on the side of my head. Alright. We did the thing that I said that I wanted to do. And like, you've probably all noticed, I'm pretty low energy right now and very tired, and I'm sorry about that. Probably not the most fun stream you've ever had. But I appreciate you all for hanging out. I'm going to call it a night. And take it easy. Who can I send you to? We got Brungo. Hey, thanks for the pipes, Snacks. Good night. I'll be back on Saturday. We'll see how we feel about this game then. I'm kind of ready to start just kind of blazing towards the end, because I think I like made my statements about the game. Wait, what happened? Oh, nothing bad. I'm starting to feel kind of burnt out on this game. It's starting to feel somewhat repetitive. It feels dragged out, yeah. And I brought up that sentiment, and Zavis was like, yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. And I'm like, okay. That makes sense why most of the people that I've talked to who have played this game have said that they haven't completed it. I imagine a lot of them kind of felt the fatigue that I'm feeling right now. But I want to finish it. It hasn't stopped being fun, but it's starting to get to that point where it's starting to feel like busy work. And that's, not great. The end is good. I'm looking forward to getting to the end. I want to have that final climactic fight with Khan. I think that'll be cool. Anyway, just main story. That's likely what I'll do, or I'll finish off like the titular character side stories when games get their own way. Yeah, I was just saying that like if this game had been like cranked back maybe by like 10 hours, it would probably be like perfect, but it's starting to like drag its feet a bit. Anyway, I'm rambling. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna take her easy. Bye-bye.